Valley Club, we got good and bad news. The good news is we got all the updates for BATTLEWORLD, which is coming up very soon. Bad news is if you're looking to skip the Brimstone team, looks like they are the next BATTLEWORLD team. And in this video, we got all the details for you. If you're ready for it, you know what to do, Valley Club. Find that like button and let's go smash it. Welcome back to the ValleyFlyin channel. I'm ValleyFlyin. Hope you're having an excellent day. In this video, we got all the updates for BATTLEWORLD, the next version of BATTLEWORLD featuring Sentry Void as the boss. And if you get some value from the video today, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and ring the notification bell so you know as soon as a brand new Marvel Strike Force video goes up. On a normal week, at least 5 pieces of Marvel Strike Force content every single week on the channel. But let's go into the advanced copy of the blog, the dev diary for BATTLEWORLD, all about the updates, the new BATTLEWORLD that is coming. So let me just read this and I'll give you my thoughts here. We know everyone has questions about the BATTLEWORLD, so we're handing out over the Marvel Strike Force community blog to our game developer team for a special blog that walk us through the plans for the new Sentry BATTLEWORLD. So this is from one of the devs, Greeting Commanders, and one of the game developers, game designers on MSF. You could call me Dezcap. Cap to my friends, no relation to the shield throwing heroes. So today I'm excited to announce the BATTLEWORLD next one, Sentry City, and this is kind of what it's going to look like. As we know, the next boss is going to feature Sentry Void, and I'm looking forward to this because it looks pretty fun. He's going to have a bunch of Avengers with him with the Sentry. He's going to have a bunch of villains when he's the Void, and he's going to be destroying them, and it looks like a very fun fight just from the way it was described. Did a video about it last week if you want to check that out. But what it says, as with our previous BATTLEWORLD, Abyss Sentry City is a series of 3 zones filled with missions to play. So 3 zones, that is going to stay the same. Previously, I think it was 5 zones initially at launch, maybe it was 4, but it's going to be 3 zones, and then the boss fight here. It looks like what's going to happen there. And it's going to be a epic boss fight, Sentry and his dark counterpart, the Void. Completing missions in each zone, Alliance accumulates victory points to defer your progress and defeat the boss to earn shards to unlock this powerful character of your own. So all this stuff looks very similar, very actually the same, but there are some changes that's going to come to BATTLEWORLD. So talking about some of their initial designs for BATTLEWORLD, now as we have a new BATTLEWORLD continent, we're going to take a moment to go over some of the important updates we're bringing to BATTLEWORLD this time. To do that, let's start with a brief overview of what we believe BATTLEWORLD should be. So these are like their 3 objectives, or the 3 design objectives for BATTLEWORLD. First, BATTLEWORLD should be strongly thematic featured as you work your way towards a powerful boss. They did that with the previous version of BATTLEWORLD, like a demonic theme with Null. Now they have a different kind of theme. Like if you look, it's kind of like a city theme with Sentry here. All right, so the second, let's move back down. Second feature, we want BATTLEWORLD to feature where your individual efforts lead to collective progress, and your alliance working together should net everyone progress towards a character unlock. And that's I think they did that pretty well with the first one. Now the fun factor wasn't really there with the first one. Hopefully that returns with the second version. And third, BATTLEWORLD should reward you for building your powerful roster using all the recently released teams. I believe there should be a strong 1-to-1 correlation between having the BATTLEWORLD team for that BATTLEWORLD and making impactful progress. This is why each zone has an elite mission where you use the latest BATTLEWORLD team for progress. The last time it was the Astral. This time, unfortunately, it's going to be the Brimstone team. So I guess the good thing is if they look like a very strong war team. If you're into war, you're probably going to build them anyway. If you're like myself and not into war, well, now this is another team that you have to build. Finally, we intend that BATTLEWORLD is a future where Alliance focused on earning boss shards aren't penalized for missing out on progress. At the same time, Alliance that want to push further can do so with end siege rewards. So I guess this is kind of their way of saying casual and competitive Alliance should both benefit from this. And let's go over some of the major updates you'll see with Sentry City, the newest version of BATTLEWORLD that is coming. Let's see, actually, let's scroll down and see if there is a date for this. No date for this yet, but it should be very, very soon. The devs did say that they wanted it in September, so hopefully we're getting this in October. One of the biggest problems with BATTLEWORLD until now has been what we called initially the attempt system during development. In short, you can only attempt a mission with a set number of times before you can't try that anymore. We also would lock out characters that you use regardless of success or failure. So in practice, what it means that if we made many more missions that would be made a true challenge tried anything out of the ordinary with their missions, player would actively be disincentivized from trying content, knowing their most useful characters would be locked out. So big change here in Century City. All combat missions will have a very important change. Success for failure in a combat mission will not lock that character from being used in other missions. There is a caveat for that. The boss fight is a little different, but on our normal missions here, you could use your characters more than once. So increasing attempts across the board as well. The exact number is not finalized. It's gonna be somewhere between 10 and 20, giving you plenty of attempts to complete a mission, but not give you like an indefinite amount of attempts, like your challenges and things like that. So looks like there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 missions instead of the 4 that we had before. Elite missions. It does say it's going to feature the most recent team and the Brimstone team. So again, team that you have to build. At least for this example here, mythic and non-mythic characters for the standard mission. This second standard mission, mutant and non-mythic. This mini boss mission, villain and non-mythic, and in time mission, where we're going to talk about in a little while, Quasar or Blastar. And then the Chaos is the Chaos team here. As you can see, now 6 missions up from 3 in the Abyss, jeez. And there's a new time mission, which tasks you with using Quasar, Blastar, or both to complete a series of waves in under 90 seconds. This sounds like fun. This is only possible because neither character is locked out if you fail. If you win, the mission will close itself as normal because if you successfully defeated it for this Battle World run. All missions reward the same amount of victory points, 1,000. The total amount to advance per zones is 5,000. So that means just a few active members in Alliance can progress to the next zone for Century City and not penalizing for smaller alliances. Elite missions in Century City will require Brimstone or one other team. An example above, it looks like it's the Fantastic Four MCU, but it does say that it's going to change. However, the Brimstone team does not have Battle World callouts in their kits. With Century City, we're trying a new method to keep the Brimstone teams less complicated by offloading some of the extra power to the missions in form of combat mods. And some of the ones that they have down here, zombies, on spawn Helicat gains 100% speed and axe first. Living bandages, living mummy as an ally. All allies are immune to bleed. Brimstone allies gain immunity for 1 turn 1 attack, and then Daimonic assistance on assist. Diamond Hellstrom has its damage increased from 250%. So instead of baked into the kits, it looks like they're gonna have some combat mods that benefit the Brimstone team. They're trying this new method, and this also has the increased side effect of letting us try some really bananas things that aren't strictly slicking balance, but are contained enough to throw fun without breaking the game. Kind of like what they did with the Danger Zone. I do like that. Let me know if you like these kind of weird banana things, as they call them in the blog post. I do kind of like these every now and then. Finally, another type of mission is Chaos Mission. This is that new one that we saw above. In Chaos Missions, the characters you can use will change periodically, but the mission itself will not, asking you to solve a challenging mission with a new set of characters. And this is kind of what I like from Marvel Strike Force puzzles. So all of this on paper sounds really, really good to me. Let me know your thoughts on this. The Chaos Team roster, at least, looks like initially will be Insidious 6 character or Sinister 6 characters and Quasar, but it looks like it will be changing. So just because we see this example doesn't mean that's what it's going to be when it's finally released in the game. The Chaos Team missions are optional, rotate characters semi-regularly, and generally include the current age's legendary characters at launch, Blastar and Quasar. 5 characters for the most recently released team, giving extra value for building teams besides their main role in War, Crucible, raids. When Century City launches, it'll be Insidious 6 characters. So this example looks like it will be for launch, but again, not necessarily going to always be Insidious 6 characters. Up to 8 other characters that have synergy to work together. This group can provide some theory crafting each time as we change the chaos traits. We're looking to curating some of these fan votes for other methods. There are various other challenges to do so. So at the moment we aren't committing to that, but it sounds like fun, let us know. So it looks like this is one of their attempts to just throw something out to the community, see if the community enjoys it. If it does, it looks like it's sticking around. If not, they're gonna scrap it and go back. I think they did mention a lot of these types of examples in the latest Strike Spot episode with RJ. All right, in order to make these chaos missions interesting over time, the guys changed series. The chaos changes We'll add the ISO 8 poker mods created for the Hellfire Danger Room. These mods are independent of team traits and focus on the ISO 8 classes of characters, allowing you to bring in a little agency of theory crafting possibilities. So as far as the Danger Room, this wasn't the best thing, but I think this sounds actually fun for these chaos missions here. But for Danger Room, it was just about like getting through it as quick as possible. So some of these poker hands weren't like the best things, and they weren't working properly at launch as well. Finally, a word about the boss. The final boss of Century City is Century. I'm sure you're shocked. We don't want you to spoil this by unveiling anything early. So I guess this sounds like it was written before the blog post last week. First, we will remove the character lockout from missions, so it is still present for the boss, like I said. So on those 3 first days, you could use whatever characters on the boss day. It looks like you could only use them once per attack. Without this rule, the best strategy often would be the Century to attack Century 3 times in a row with your best team, which doesn't sound like a very interesting battle for you to play, especially if you have a larger roster. So defeated characters in a boss are still subject to use 1 rule per day. So plan your boss squads accordingly. Second, as we did with Null a few months ago, the Century City boss will have a 5-minute timer, and that is good. And I guess that prevents like some weird interactions for characters like they don't expect, like we had with Mephisto and Moondragon and the Ancient One, just like an endless fight with Null. Null was unable to do enough damage to kill them. So I guess this prevents any weird interactions from future characters or anything that wasn't caught in the testing. And third, Astral will still be very powerful in Battle Royale, but they're not the best team against Century. They were designed for Null, what I was told. So yeah, I guess the Brimstone team is the next team for Century. Finally, Brimstone will be the next Century team against this very powerful against the boss, as it with the rest of the Century City. So the TLDR, don't panic. Character lockout is gone from zones. It's still there from the boss. Brimstone is a star Century team for better or worse. If you like war, I think this is great news. You could double up. If you're not liking war like me, you got to build this team now. Chaos missions are meant to be mostly theory crafting, so don't worry, you don't want to do them. So I guess the points for this won't matter, is more for fun. So hopefully all that is adds more fun, but it sounds like they're not sure. So we'll have to give our feedback on all of this stuff. And as with all of these blogs, everything in the blog subject change. So everything that I said in this video is also subject change. Hopefully you got some value from this video. Let me know your thoughts on Battle World. I'm kind of excited. On paper, it looks like it is some good changes, and I'm kind of excited to do that Century fight. It does sound like fun. You have to build up the Battle World team. That's my only downside for this whole thing. And then the Brimstone team. So that's the only downside that I have. But let me know your thoughts on all this stuff. If you did get some value from this video, like I said, hit that like button. Check me out on social media. Check out some of the other videos on the channel. And if you want to see every team in Marvel Strike Force ranked from best to worst, the latest tier list is up there. Check that video out. I'll see you guys next time. Have a great rest of your day. Hulk fist bump. ValleyFlyin out. Take care, guys.